do believe there's a lot of things that they did well with the movie. Obviously, the music, the scenery, some of the fights. Not really much standing out, but they were pretty nice and decent at best. Dialogue, for me, seems pretty off. There's a lot of missed opportunities. There's a lot of weak dialogue choices in this whole movie. It's not the fact that sometimes it gets very corny. It's the fact that most of the time, every time they talk to you, it's like you're a freaking kid. Like I said, the way they talk, other than being so corny, it's like, it's very basic, being that they had good writers for the movie. And for the dialogue to be this trash, how it is, it's just very sad. The storyline for me falls out of place so bad because there's a lot of stuff that they could have done better with the story. The story just feels like it's all over the place, and it feels more so like a game. And when I say a game, I mean in the sense of like when you have a mission and you go to this mission, you complete the objective and then give you another objective. The fact that it feels like an open world type of game that's not even really an open world, that just is a very direct line to the objective, the main objective that you have to go to, as an option for something that was supposed to be a story that standed out. I mean, it's the last story of the trilogy. The fact that the story doesn't stand out at all, it's just come here, get rewarded, get going, do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Seems very trashy. Decent writers to do something a little bit more interesting than what they gave the people or the fans. There's a lot of lost moments. There's love triangles that are happening. Like Finn, they have Finn all the time just worrying about Rey. Never really giving him a story arc or something for him to do independently by himself. There's so much stuff that you could have done with Finn, but they decided not to do that. He used to be one of the stormtroopers. Would have been super sick if maybe he turned all the stormtroopers into what he is now. But no, like we get introduced to these characters towards the end that are used to be stormtroopers, but then they basically did the same thing as Finn and they just dipped. The fact that they didn't explore that Finn could have like released more people is the stupidest thing ever. Like it literally writes itself. Like, come on now. The love triangle they have in the movie feels so forced. Finn is always worried about Rey. There's nothing else he's worried about. They set him up in the couple last movies with the other girl, which is like a whole mess. And then even the pilot also is kind of interested in Rey, but then he has some other love interest. It's like a whole mix of stuff. It shouldn't be mixed together because it doesn't cook well. You feel me? And the fact that they just kept this love triangle and made Finn just a non-important character, just focus on Rey's safety all the time, it's just so idiotic. 100% I felt like they should have just made his flower bloom a little bit better than what they did. It never really felt like they were in danger. In a game, you know, when you're playing it, story-wise, nothing really can happen to your main characters. That's kind of how it felt in the storyline. Like, yes, they go here, they do this, shit happens, but obviously you never feel that sense of danger, like some shit is gonna really happen that's gonna fuck up their mission and make the fan doubt or worry about these characters. I never really felt that watching this movie. Every time Rey and Kylo were fighting, it never felt like she was in danger. Like it just felt like he was forcing himself so bad to make her go bad, which is so fucking stupid. Because at the end, he just, out of nowhere, his dad comes back to life, which he fucking despises. He turns back to being a good guy just because, I guess, his mom died, which he also hated. So, how does that even tie in together? The dude became evil. He fucking hated his parents. And then his dad pops back up, tells him a couple words. His mom dies, or whatever the hell it fucking was. Because that shit was trash too. Like, what? His mom dies and then he decides to be good. He decides to be better. By being better, he throws away his lightsaber and he has no right. So basically, I guess he got an Uber sponsorship or some shit and made it back to Palpatine's bullshit, which also makes no sense how the hell he even got there with a fucking gun. At least keep your lightsaber, you freaking idiot. Like now you're busting your balls and busting your ass to do what now? To just try to fucking finesse some stormtroopers with some fucking guns? Come on, bro. Do better, man. They could have done better with Kylo Ren. Like, they decided to throw away the lightsaber so that they can give us that scene, which I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty cool. How, like, she gives him the lightsaber. So, I mean, that, again, that is pretty cool. But, I mean, was there not a better way to execute that? Really? And again, I mean, I think the way he turns back from being a villain to back to the good side, I feel like it's very stupid. I mean, what, he was, like, mentally ill, some shit like that, and then his mom dies and he clicks back? He already hates them. He already hated them. He wasn't okay with them. I don't understand the fact that he just came back. Just like nothing. I do believe the actors really did a good job because they just work what they're given, you know? The fact that we had great performances from those actors, I mean, I do applaud them for that. That was pretty good. Adam Driver was a fucking beast. Boyega was another masterpiece. I mean, I think the actors did a good job with what they had to work with. So I give them props for that. I can't give props where props are not due. Again, the dialogue is just insane and trash. The scenes and the storyline was just all over the place, and it was just like a game, which was stupid. The scene where the robot talks to everybody and tells them, I'm getting a look at my friends, which he just basically met these people. We really couldn't figure out better dialogue for these things. Seriously? Like, there was nobody there for that robot to be like, yo, these are my homies, man. I've known you guys for years. No, there's no Luke Skywalker. There's no R2-D2 or none of that shit, bro. Like, come on now. Another problem that I had with the story was how convenient the story was. Like I said before, there was no sense of danger for these characters ever in the movie. Sense of convenience was always there, which was so stupid. They make it to this planet, and there was a lady that was looking for the pilot, and she was trying to kill him or whatever it was not. But conveniently, she's nice enough to turn back, try to help him out, and take them where they're supposed to go. Same thing, and on a bigger scale, is when Kylo Ren and Rey are fighting. He breaks the triangle box, which is basically like a GPS. He breaks it, but conveniently, he has another one. There's already another one. Like, how convenient is everything for these set of characters that nothing can go wrong for them? Like, how stupid is that? The sense of no danger for any of those characters is just so stupid. There was a time where I was like surprised that they went the route that they went, which was when they took Chewbacca and Rey uses her powers and ends up fucking up the fucking spaceship. I was like, holy shit, they really fucking did that. I can't believe this shit. But no, he came back. And it's the same thing again. There is no sense of danger or worry for these characters because everything's going to end up fine at the end for them. They're supposed to be on a war that they're not supposed to be winning. The fact that it doesn't feel like they're going to lose is just insane to me. Towards the end, again, once they get the magical second GPS coordinate thing, they make it there because they follow Rey over there. And Finn, out of nowhere, with no explanation at all, I guess he has a force moment and he feels he has to go to that big ship and fuck up that ship. Again, never explained. Never decided on. It's just, I guess, it just happens. You just one day wake up with the force and you just feel it and you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And Finn tells them that, like, let's go over here. I just have a feeling about it. I mean, whatever the fuck it is. They mess it up. And then again, he has another force moment. Cool, whatever. We giving anybody force moments, all right? At least the fights at the end were a little bit more decent and more interesting, even though they kind of seem like a little bit more of like a Harry Potter versus Voldemort or like some endgame ending type of thing. I think that's why they seem more interesting because they seem like copies of other movies. To not dwell on this more, I sadly have to say I didn't really enjoy this movie that much. In conclusion, our Spice review for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is going to be a 50 out of 100. Sad to say it, but the movie was very predictable. Storyline was game-like and all over the place, and the dialogue was really trash. And again, I mean, it's not just all the corny moments. It's just that the movie treats us like kids. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see more in the future. We do a bunch of other videos out here on the channel. So thanks for watching this one. Have a good one. Until the next one.